Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the lead on this story, take the reins on it, because there is a very well-known truther out there who has done videos on this story, and he or she has got scared about reporting on it, believe it or not, and has decided to take the videos down and also remove them from his or her website. So I'm not afraid to do it, and I understand why that person is, because, you know, they have a big family, and I understand. So I'm going to go ahead and get you caught up to speed, because this is pretty good. And then I want to share a couple of my little, anyway. This week, this was October 27th from the Intel Hub. This week, financial news organization Cnbc gave some mainstream attention to the largest money laundering and racketeering lawsuit in United States history, in which the banksters and their U.S. racketeering partners are being accused of laundering of $43 trillion worth of ill-gotten gains. The lawsuit is said to involve officials located in the highest offices of government and the financial sector. Since this information was surprisingly revealed by the mainstream news organization, there has been a very suspicious and deadly fallout at the CNBC headquarters. Within hours, the original page for the article was taken down, and CNBC's senior vice president Kevin Krim received news that his children were killed under very suspicious circumstances. It seems that the murder happened first and then the page was removed later. According to mainstream accounts, the children's nanny is responsible for the murders, allegedly stabbing both children. However, those mainstream news sources report the highly unlikely story that the nanny slit her own throat just after committing the homicides. Police have released very little information, and although a wider plot has not been officially implicated, it seems very possible that these murders are a show of force against the press organization for releasing such damaging information about the most powerful people in the world. Okay, so first of all, I'll put all this stuff below for you all as well. This is the, oh no, let's get to that in a second. This is the actual article that that CNBC pulled down. Luckily, somebody saved it as a PDF. As you can see, they even talk about how the lawsuit's against the banksters. I mean, they might as well seriously say the Illuminati. I mean, only the people who know who the Illuminati are know they're referenced to as the banksters, pretty much. So this is the actual article. And then I want to get to this in a second, but so basically they air this story, and within a few hours this vice president, his kids are dead. And also what happened is like they said, this nanny just supposedly went crazy, killed these kids, and then decided to commit suicide by slitting her own throat. Not slitting her wrists, not shooting herself in the head, not hanging herself, not taking a bunch of pills, but slitting her own throat. Does that make any sense to anybody? And then this is what I wanted to show you, is there was a video that the New York Police Department, they changed their story, but this video has been removed off this site, and also you can't find it anywhere on YouTube. I did a search for it, you can't find anything. And they changed their story before it was taken down. I can't remember which came, it was something like this, so I'm paraphrasing. So I do apologize that I can't prove it, but the damn video's taken down. But basically, they first said that they found her dead, or that the wife of the vice president and the mother of the children found her dead. And then the story was changed to that the wife or the police or whatever found the kids dead, and then found the nanny committing suicide. So one story, they walk in, they're all dead. You know, they thought that she was dead, but she was just dying from supposedly slitting her own throat. But either way, the first story is they found them, all three of them dead, and then the story changed to, well, the kids were dead, but she was still alive committing suicide. So it all sounds very fishy to me. Could be all a bunch of coincidences. And now we're waiting. Now the nanny is in not stable condition, or maybe it is stable condition, but she can't speak. And she's not really doing too. I mean, she's not really all there, able to talk and tell what happened yet. So we're waiting to see what actually happened, because this all could be a string of coincidences. It could be a coincidence that this guy's family was killed just a few hours after a lawsuit was aired against the Illuminati. Could be a coincidence that this lady decided to commit suicide by slitting her own throat. Could be a coincidence that these New York police changed the story. Now the video and also the webpage about this story has been removed from everywhere. Could all be a coincidence. Very well could be. But I want to share two more examples that something like this has happened just this year. One involving our president. And I did a video on this in March, right after I picked up on this. Is from InfoWars about something else, but anyway. This is from InfoWars, or Prison Planet, as a matter of fact. We all remember the sick temple shooting in Wisconsin. They were talking about, okay, is a Sikh temple shooting in Wisconsin another psyop killing, or is someone trying to send a message to a certain director presently working on a very important and groundbreaking film on UFO disclosure, or is it both? As detailed in a post here just recently, a new film being directed by Amardeep Kalika promises to blow the lid off UFO secrecy and what is important about this subject. Sirius is the name of the film and is in production now. Dr. Stephen Greer and his Disclosure Project witnesses are featured in this expose. Amardeep Kalika's father and president of the temple, Satwant Singh Kalika, 65, was shot while trying to tackle the gunman, CNN reported. Amardeep reports that it is a well-coordinated attack and there were multiple shooters. Amardeep's mother was also at the temple but escaped the massacre. So this guy's about to release this video on UFO disclosure, and then all of a sudden it seems like he has his family. One ends up shot, and the wife, or the mother, his mother, his father's wife, just happened to escape. So is this coincidence, or was this guy's family targeted? I don't know. But I want to show you one involving our president that this same exact thing happened. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. We're just looking at stuff. That's all we're doing. Okay, so I'm sure everybody remembers at the first of the year that President Obama. This is ABC News. I'll put all the links below. President Obama rejected the Keystone Pipeline, pissed a whole bunch of people off because it's going to create all these jobs, but for whatever reason, him and the administration decided we're going to reject this pipeline. And people who've been with me for a while, this video had like very little views, but the people who have seen my stuff before, you've already seen this before, so I apologize, but I got a lot of new subscribers, so this is for you guys and ladies. So Obama rejects the Keystone Pipeline. Okay, this is January, I believe, January 18th? Look and see. Yes, January 18th, ABC News, Obama rejects Keystone Pipeline. Now remember, Lindsey Williams was saying how this really pissed off the Illuminati because this is part of the plan. They want to drive up gasoline to $6, $7, $8, and then they're going to all of a sudden find all this oil off the coast of Alaska and bring it to the United States through this Keystone Pipeline, bringing the dollar or the price of gasoline back down to $4 to $5, which we would be more than happy to pay after paying $6, $7, and $8. And then that's all time with our financial collapse to bring in the new world order, new world currency, that kind of stuff. So that is supposedly, and the Illuminati is all run up of all these different secret societies, and from my understanding of researching them, they all have the same destination, they just have different roads to get there. But either way, so let's assume that this really did piss off the Illuminati. Obama double-crossed him. This is January 18th, 2012. Okay, now in March 19th, this is from The Blaze. I think it was March 19th, is that correct? Let me get March 19th, 2012. Why is a story about Malia Obama vacationing in Mexico disappearing from the web? Yes, why indeed? Have you heard that Malia Obama, the president's daughter, is reportedly spending her spring break in Oaxaca, Mexico? Allegedly, she's jetting off with some of her classmates and 25 Secret Service agents to a country that the State Department has said all Americans should avoid. But something is different about the latest Obama vacations controversy. References to it are disappearing from the internet and fast. Around 3... Anyway, I'm not going to get into all it because it'll take forever. But there was all sorts of screenshots, all sorts of stuff, talking about how at first they were reporting on her going to Oaxaca, Mexico for spring break, and then all of a sudden the stories were disappearing. Now let's look at the calendar here. We'll go back to March of 2012. Spring break started from whenever she was going on spring break. It started on March 19th and was through that March 23rd, that whole week. So on the 19th, she's reported to going to spring break in Oaxaca, Mexico, that whole week, for spring break. The media reports it, and then all of a sudden they started disappearing from the internet. I'm sure that's because, they don't want to, and they've said before, the Obama and stuff, that, his kids leave him out of it, they got nothing to do with it. I agree with that. Great idea. Don't tell where they're going. I'm all for that. But this sake for conspiracy, let's talk about this real quick. So on the 19th of March, they're going to go to Oaxaca, Mexico for spring break. And then you all remember what happened? March 20th, a 7.4 earthquake that happened where? In Oaxaca, Mexico. Monday, it's reported she's going to Oaxaca, Mexico. Tuesday, 7.4, Oaxaca, Mexico. And what happens? Oh, and look at the time. At 12:02 p.m., that is Central Time. Mexico is in Central Time. Look what breaks that day. This is from CNN. March 20th. 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 4 p.m. Central Time. So 2 hours after this earthquake happened, where supposedly Obama's daughter was, source Obama to fast-track southern portion of Keystone XL pipeline. Now all of a sudden, 2 hours after this earthquake and 2 months after he decided to not go through with this pipeline, he's going to fast-track part of it. Is it to show good faith that, hey, yeah, I'll promise I'll do it, just leave my family alone? I don't know. Could be. I mean, that's very interesting. The timing and the coincidences could just be a bunch of coincidences, as always. Very well could be. But I don't know. I just thought I'd, I don't know. So we'll see. I will keep everybody up to date what's going on with the CNBC thing. We'll try to keep, anybody please help. If you hear something before me or if you're following this, please keep me up to date. We'll see what this nanny says. Everything could just be a big string of coincidences. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all your support. You subscribers, you all are amazing. Thank you very much for sticking by me. You all do a great job. Thank you very much. Bye.